Hey guys, welcome back to Belqui's Twist. And today I have a very classic street food in the Dominican Republic. Comida callejera is what we call it, and it's a Riki Taki. So I know it sounds like that song, Taki Taki, Taki Taki, but it's not. It's called Riki Taki, and you tend to find those in, the streetcars in DR. And I remember having a lot of these growing up when I lived in Dominican. So I am very, very excited to bring this recipe to you. And the way that I decided to actually make this today was because my aunt called me and said, you really need to make Riki Taki. People really need to see that recipe. So thank you, Inez, that's my aunt's name, for telling me to make it, otherwise you'll nix me. Anyway, here we go. What I'm going to start with is some cabbage that I have shredded, and then some tomatoes that I have sliced. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of corn oil to the cabbage and a little bit to the tomatoes. And then this is just some distilled white vinegar, and I'm going to add a little bit of that too right here and right here. Technically, you can mix them together, but it's not really, it's just going to be messy. And then I'm going to put a little bit of salt on the cabbage and a little bit of salt on the tomatoes. And I'm going to go ahead and just mix it up a little bit. And you can do that with your hands. I'm just, being not too messy for you guys. And then if you come and see, it'll be, the tomatoes are in this kind of, vinegary liquid. That's gonna make them amazing in this Riki Taki. So Riki Taki is basically a sandwich, and it's super weird because it has eggs, it has ketchup, it has mayo. It's interesting, but it's super delicious. So now I have mixed all of this, and I'm going to go ahead and put it aside and cook my beef. Right now I am starting my beef. So I went with 85% ground beef because it has its own fat that it releases, and I don't need to add any oil to it. So I'm going to go ahead and make this super simple because, we're adding all that other flavor. If you recall in my episode for empanadas, which I'm going to put a link right up here so you can check it out, I made this kind of, ground beef with a bunch of things in it. Well, that needs a lot of flavor. This, not so much. So I'm going to go and be a little less generous with what I'm putting in here. So let's cook it up, and then we'll add more ingredients. Yeah. The beef is a little brown now, almost done. So this cooks up super fast, 5 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, very simple. This is some lemon juice, a very small amount of it. And then, of course, I'm going to go ahead and put some of my secret weapon that's not so secret, which is adobo. And I'm going to go to taste with the adobo because, I know how to do this. But I would say, 2 tablespoons, or maybe a little bit less. So there you go. I put my adobo in, and I'm going to go ahead and finish cooking this up. And then when this is done, we're going to make our Riki Taki, which is so simple. You'll see it's ridiculous. In the meantime, I want to tell you that I have boiled some eggs. And then this was just one because I'm making one Riki Taki, but you boil it and that's it. You cut it in slices and it's ready to go. You can actually even use a fried egg if you want. Just make sure it's not runny, because after we're done putting everything together and assembling it, we're going to use the panini press to press it. So it's going to be amazing. Here you go. It's almost completely done. See, super simple. Now I'm just going to wait for that liquid to evaporate, and that's it. Then it's totally cooked. Already. The beef is ready. If you want to come and take a closer look, all you see now is just oil, and that's not going to go away. That's going to stay there. So we're going to go ahead and shut this off because this is ready, and we're going to assemble our Riki Taki. Riki Taki, Riki Taki. I know, I keep thinking of that Taki Taki song the whole time because, I wish I could put it on this video because it'd be perfect, but, those whole copyright things, I can't use it. Or maybe I can. We'll see. I'm going to assemble a Riki Taki now. And here we go. We're going to start with mayo. So we're going to do a nice layer of mayo, right? So the reason we want to put mayo first at the bottom is because we want everything to stick. And remember, we're going to use the panini. So this is not going to be, not messy. This is going to be messy. As you can see, I'm putting in a nice amount of beef on this. There you go. And then I'm going to go ahead and, which one am I going to do first? I'm going to do the cabbage. There you go. It's going to be messy. I never said it wasn't. It's going to be messy. And you do this. Then you go ahead and you add the tomato. There you go. I'm going to just put 2. And then you take the eggs and you place the eggs right on top. And then to bind this together, we're going to go ahead and take the ketchup. I know, ketchup. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do ketchup here. And then we mash you together. Okay? And now we're going to try to get this pressed in the panini press. Wish me luck. I should have gotten a napkin, but I didn't. Doesn't matter. The panini press I've had heating. So I'm going to go ahead and take some... Anyway, I'm going to take some ham and I'm going to get that a little bit oily for you. And here we go. I'm taking my baby and here she goes. And then slowly but surely she'll be ready for you. It's ready, so I'm going to go ahead and get it out of the panini maker. So it's not super flat, but it's flat enough. Ooh, look at that, it's beautiful. So take it nice and carefully. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, here we go. And now I'm gonna cut it in half. Ooh, it's super hot. Here you go. Oh, so excited. Look at that. Gorgeous. Super gorgeous. Yum, yum, yum. I am going to go ahead now and serve it with some chips. And to dress up the chips, I actually put a little bit of cilantro that's chopped up on it because then, you know, you have a bit of a chip, cilantro, it's just perfection. So I'm going to plate this baby. I'm going to take some pictures of it because I have to for my blog. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a bite. Hello. Isn't this beautiful? I know it's a little strange, but trust me, it is so good. And here, like I said earlier, I am serving it with some chips and a little bit of cilantro just chopped up and thrown up on top just to give the the chips a little more flavor. Now I'm going to go ahead and dig into this baby. I'm so excited. This is so freaking good. You can taste the vinegar, but then again, you taste the adobo that's in the beef. You taste the egg. You get a little bit of the tomato. So good. I highly recommend you make it. And as you can see, it was super simple. I know that I'm going to get some questions about where I got my autism shirt. So my friend Kimberly has a company that she recently launched. She is a fierce woman and I am so proud of her. And she can make any custom dope t-shirt for you. So she made a dope t-shirt for me with Autism Mom hashtag. She made one for Connor, my little guy who has autism, that has his own hashtag. It's awesome. So I'm going to put the link to Kimberly's company, and no, I am not getting any money for it. I just want to support women that work really hard like I do. And now I'm going to continue to stuff myself with my Riki Taki. I'm going to continue to do that, and hopefully you guys will make it. Let me know in the comments if you do, and I am so sure you're going to love it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. This is so good. Oh my God. Really.